Namaskar my friends, my name is Vijay Sridhara and I want to bring you the first glimpse of my book Mind Unravelled. This is how the book looks like. It's a 200-page book and it will be available on Amazon from 5th of July 2020. Now what does this book deal with? This book deals with all those negative psychological situations that we pass through in our day-to-day life, be it at home, be it in studies, be it in a workplace, be it in business, or even in recreational centers. We pass through these negative psychological states like depression, stress, anger, anxiety, fear. So these are the major states I have covered in this book. And there are many negative emotions I have touched upon, which I will cover in this part 2 of the book. Now, this also covers what are the different components of the mind. When we talk about mind and brain, we interchangeably use both mind and brain. Sometimes we say you're brainless, sometimes we say you're mindless. So both of them mean the same in our language, but they are different. Mind is much bigger than brain. That's how it is perceived in the medical world and also in this book. And it is revealed what are the different components of the mind and how do they interact to give a certain personality to an individual. And that has been revealed here. Now my bigger claim is that you don't have to buy this book at all. You don't have to buy it. So does this mean that it comes for free to you? No, it doesn't mean that. What it means is I'm going to reveal the mantra to you. The mantra is in any psychological situation, what you need to have is a larger perspective of the context. When I say larger perspective of the context, when I take a simple example, you will understand. If I develop a temperature tonight, tomorrow morning I will take symptomatic medicine to reduce my temperature, and my temperature comes down. Evening again the temperature comes up. Definitely I will have to go and get a blood test done, isn't it? So which means it will identify what is inside my blood. Is there some blood infection that is there, or is it something else? So the root cause has to be identified. Similarly in brain also, when the situations, psychological situations or those hurdles come, we need to look at a larger perspective of life, larger perspective of mind. Then we can realize what could be the issue. Now this is the whole mantra of the book. If you know this mantra and you can practice it very consciously, then absolutely there is no issue in your life. You don't have to buy this book at all. For me, your well-being is very important. And your well-being, if you can handle that by yourself, then you don't need this book at all. Now this book is part 1. Part 1 is complete in itself, and part 2 will take a new course. It will cover different aspects of negative emotions. For me, to solve the negative emotions of the mind is the core task. And why do I think I can look at your mind? Mind is the same for everyone. The components of mind are same. It's only the content, the speed and the wirings that are different. Between my mind and your mind, the content is different. The components are the same. The content is different, speed is different, and the wirings are different. The speed of mind is definitely the neurons, but the wiring doesn't mean the connectivity using the nerves. It means how a thought passes from one place to the another. As I said, mind is not just the brain. Mind means something bigger than brain, and that has been explained very clearly in this book, and you find a very neat and clean diagram to understand the components of mind. I wish and hope this book becomes a manual for life in your journey of life. And if you find this book useful, please leave a comment in Amazon so that somebody else might get benefited and make a happy life out of himself. Thank you very much, and thanks for purchasing if you have done it already.